Still live. I'm on my grind. Nigga, you lying. Nigga, you lying.
Oh yeah, oh boy, this shit bang.
I'm on my grind. Pussy overpower, nigga, you lying. It's money overpower, I'm on my grind. Pushing packs all the time. I'm on my grind. I'm on my grind. Pussy overpower, nigga, you lying. It's money overpower, I'm on my grind. Pushing packs all the time. I'm on my grind. I'm on my grind. I'm really at the paper, I'm on the money mission. I'm really at the paper, I gotta get it, nigga. I'm chasing all these checks for my family, nigga. I'm chasing all these racks, I need some Benjis, nigga. I'm grinding for that back and gotta keep some Zaza packs in. I got a couple 20s, but I need 100 Jackson. I got a couple fronted cause these pussy niggas taxing. I got a couple 100 rounds if you think I'm lacking. I'm on my grind, I'm on my grind. Ain't no need in asking. I want it all, I want it all. Please don't ask no questions. These niggas lying, that's why I keep that maxing. These niggas lying, that's why I keep it blessing. I'm on my grind. Pussy overpower, nigga, you lying. It's money overpower, I'm on my grind. Pushing packs all the time. I'm on my grind. I'm on my grind. Pussy overpower, nigga, you lying. It's money overpower, I'm on my grind. Pushing packs all the time. I'm on my grind. I'm on my grind.
I'm on my grind, trying to stay away from sales and doing time. Niggas always lying on my line. If I was blood, I would put that shit on shine. I got a son, so you know that made me shine. I got the bread, so you know I hold the line. You niggas tell it, I'm starting to think it's 69. Kick flip, push, I'm on my grind. I got a bad bitch with me, so you know I want it dine. I'd rather have a premium contract than a prime, like Amazon. I'm on my grind. I stack and flip like a boss, more like a dime. Yeah, I'm the one, like LeBron, the chosen one.
Pussy overpower, nigga, you lying. It's money overpower, I'm on my grind. Pushing packs all the time. I'm on my grind. I'm on my grind. Pussy overpower, nigga, you lying. It's money overpower, I'm on my grind. Pushing packs all the time. I'm on my grind. I'm on my grind.
Oh boy, you ain't dumb on this one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's up? What's good? What's good? What's good? I am the business owner of Let Cash Accumulate Over Days, and managing member as well of LCAOD. Before we go any further, let's go ahead and get into the description. As most of you know, I like to do. This is recap coverage from the stock and crypto market. These are live ideas of thought and studies. This is not financial advice on this stream. On this stream or with this company. Sorry, I was on my phone. But yeah, hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. A lot of activity going on throughout the weekend, man. But it is a new month, and we made it. You know, congratulations to you if you made it. You know, may things get better for you in this new month. If they haven't been looking good for you, you know, it's a new month, you know, so stay positive. Things can happen for you. Manifestation is real. But looking at the market, you know, let cash accumulate over days. What we discovered last week was it was an amazing ending to the month. It was crazy. That was a wild. It was like a start high, go down, recapture the high, and go higher type month. That's all. It all happened in one month. But what happened Friday? Stocks closed higher Friday. Nasdaq notches best quarter since 2020. They brought back 2020 on us. The S&P 500 added 1.2%, while the NASDAQ composite advanced 1.6%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 375 points, or 1.14%. So that happened. And you guys, we got a lot of news that circulated throughout the weekend. And, you know, we're going to get the updates. Everybody going to get the updates here. We're about to do the recap here. And, you know, that's pretty much what happened on Friday. And we're going to look at the charts here. We do got some new plays this week on the call out. We're looking at Netflix strongly, Microsoft, NVDA, and Tesla. And we're going to keep it rolling. And Moderna. We're looking at them. And, you know, we're looking at those names closely this week. Like I said, weeklies. Really, you know, these are good names, too. You know, they got earnings coming up. And, we, you know, these are the names you can put timing on things. We are in a new quarter. This is the first week. We do got earnings this week. First week of earnings ain't really too much going on, but it is some names, a couple call-out names, you know, stick out, you know, could possibly move the market or get ready for, you know, we got the bank earnings coming up in a couple weeks. It is a short week this week. The market only opened Monday through Thursday this week. The market will be closed Friday due to Good Friday. So keep that in mind as well. And, you know, like I said, we're going to go over those stocks, and we're looking at those stocks this week, LCAOD is, and we're looking at the SPY, QQQs, IWM, DIA, and the VIX. As you guys know, we're going to look at all those charts here briefly, but I want to just go over some information first before we look at the charts and numbers. So real quickly, let's see what we got pulled up first. Tesla had a lot of news circulated. Okay, so they got their delivery numbers here on Sunday afternoon, and their delivery numbers caused a mixed wave. At first, me personally, I got the information from Tesla's website. They did post that they beat expectations on Wall Street, but then, you know, there were articles came out and said that they had missed, as you see right here that I have pulled up. Tesla Q1 deliveries missed estimates as weak economy overshadows price cuts. So that came out through some breaking news wires, but they had the people that have released that, they ended up saying that they messed up, they made an error, that Tesla didn't miss. So it's a lot of miscommunication right now with Tesla. Did they beat or miss on their earnings? I'm here to tell you guys, whether they beat or miss, the numbers don't lie, you know? So at the end of the day, the numbers don't lie. It really doesn't matter if they beat or miss. It's really just boiling down to the numbers. And, you know, looking at the outcome of how things will be far as this week in the economic data and all that that's boiling into it, you know, that's really all that's going to matter. Now, the delivery numbers, you will see a move pre-market because of the delivery numbers. And, you know, a lot of people saying it's bullish, a lot of people saying it's bearish. But at the end of the day, we don't know until the act happens. So we'll see then, obviously. We do know that it's going to move and, you know, it's going to be tradable. It has to be, you feel me? So Reuters is the ones right here is what I was trying to pull up. They're the ones that said deliveries missed estimates as weak economy overshadows price cuts, and then they said correction. Tesla posts record quarterly deliveries after price cuts up 4% from Q4. In an earlier tweet about Tesla deliveries contain incorrect information. We are deleting that tweet. So Reuters said this, so it kind of like, oh, people are like, wow, okay, that's bullish because they're coming out publicly saying that they made a correction. I guess they were getting a lot of heat and backlash by saying that they missed. So on their delivery numbers. Now keep in mind, Tesla got earnings coming up too in a couple weeks. So this is like a pre-earnings move here, guys. So you just expect earnings to be the same way, but I think they're gonna make a move here, and then it'll consolidate here in a new area. I think that's just basically what all this information is trying to tell us here, that they're about to move and they're gonna consolidate. So what you saw on Friday, expect either more of that or expect it to be below that. So that's just what it is on Tesla and that delivery number stuff. You see right here, Gary Black. While actually Tesla first quarter deliveries were 423,000, it beat Wall Street consensus 421,000. Retail estimates were 430,000, and deliveries were light at 10,700 versus it looks like they had 19,400 on production. So Tesla ran up 6% in front of the print on Friday. So his bet is they get a neutral negative reaction tomorrow. That's what he's trying to say. Gary Black, he's a huge Tesla investor. He's just saying, like, so basically delivery numbers right here is circled. They only had 10,695, so looks like they had more production than deliveries. So that could be negative. Investors could look at that like, it might be struggling trying to get shipped Teslas places now, or something going on, slowing up. So we'll see. I know it's more money in freight and shipping than, you know, just making your own stuff production. You save money by doing that, actually. So just being in that, doing that, he could be right. He could be onto something. It could be a neutral reaction. It could not move big at all like people are assuming. And it could just turn red, you know, just because people are not excited that it's not moving up like they think. So that could be, he could be onto something, Gary Black, right there. But, you know, we'll see. Obviously, we're going to see. Reuters made their correction, though, but they did say Tesla posts record quarterly deliveries. So record quarterly deliveries at the end of the day, you know, it could be really bullish, you guys. It could go, like, really crazy. And, you know, we caught it right here on Twitter, breaking news. Tesla delivered 423,000 EVs in the first quarter ahead of Wall Street estimates of 421,000 and easily a new quarterly record. And the fourth quarter of 405,000. First quarter production was 440,000 and about 800 or a DIO. 16 up from 13 in the fourth quarter, which is respectfully given efforts to smooth the delivery wave. First quarter deliveries up about 36% versus year of 310,000. So, you know, like I said, that's breaking news at the end of the day. That came from the Tesla website itself. So, you know, I just wanted to get that message out there. The company, LCAOD, wanted to get that message out there. But we'll see. We're going to see. We're going to see. We got earnings. We do got earnings, you guys. We got earnings this week. Like I said, not really too big on earnings, but it is some names here in the red box that's sticking out here. Looks like they're going to be reporting. Looks like Levi's are named. I know of. I'm pretty sure most of you own a pair of Levi's. Everybody knows what Levi is. They report earnings. They're going to kick it off. WD-40, that's actually a good company too. They're reporting there on Thursday. Looks like Thursday is going to be a big day this week on earnings. You got Constellation Brands. That's a huge company. That's going to be a big earnings. But I mean, we'll see. The earnings thing's not looking too hectic this week. It's like the first page of a whole new quarter. So think about that like that. That's the earnings though. So we'll keep in mind about all that stuff. But 3 things to watch this week. Stocks kick off Q2, quarter 2. That's what that means. U.S. jobs reports and the Fed speakers. Just keep an eye on what the Fed speakers are saying and go from there. You know, that could be the best thing you can possibly be doing. Top 5 things to know this week. U.S. jobs report. United States ISM, PMI surveys, that's going to be important information. And earnings, you know, like I just said, Constellation Brands, Levi, and all them, yada, yada. Monthly sales on Tesla, Rivian, NIO, LIX, PEV. So the electric motor monthly sales. Wall Street will be closed for Good Friday. Remember that. So you got basically like, what's that, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You got 4 days of investing, trading. So it's a short week this week. So keep that in mind too. I wouldn't be trying to not telling you what to do, but you know, to each his own. It wouldn't be wise to be going big though. It ain't really too much. You got 4 days. Keep it in mind. Just play it smart, you know. Economic data this week. ISM manufacturing PMI. That's on Monday. That's actually tomorrow. So jokes. You got job jokes on Tuesday. ADP payrolls on Wednesday. ISM services PMI on Wednesday. Jobless claims on Thursday. Remember Friday, you guys, the market is closed, but it looks like there still will be data rolling. Non-farm payrolls data and unemployment rate will be rolling out on Friday, so that will have an effect going into the market opening on Monday. But yeah, other than that, look out for the jobless claims and the ISM services PMI Thursday and Wednesday will be, looks like, your big days. ADP payrolls, it looks like Wednesday will be a big day. So we'll see. That's the economic data though. Be on the lookout for that. And we are going to get into the charts, you guys. I ain't going to hold y'all. I never do. You know what I'm saying? I just get straight to what we need to know, what you should know, what you want to know. And then we go from there. Let's go ahead and get into the charts. We're going to start with the SPY. Alrighty. So the SPY. So drawings look like I don't know. I don't remember my drawings. I had to check my own recaps. But if you guys could check the recaps here and hit the like and subscribe button, and get in more advertised and get in more tuned in with the channel, then you would know what the drawings would mean. Because then I know I drew this out on the last recap, so I'm sure what it was, it makes sense. But it looks like I was trying to say that you know, that was a topping point and they needed to get above that and push higher. And as you can see, the SPY is higher. We're going to look at the 1 day, but we can look 5 days since it was a whole week. So looking 5 days ago, looking at last Monday, we started here about 398 on the SPY. And from that point then, we did consolidate to the downside, you guys, all last week. And then, you know, 393 was like a critical area of support on the SPY right here. And then from that point, you just kind of got the market makers in the Fed gapping up here. That's one gap. This ain't the baby gap. That's one gap. Then you got 2 gap. You see what I'm saying? And then you got 3 gap. So you had about 3 gaps last week, you guys. And that's what led us to the point where we're at now, right now on the SPY. We're at 409. So we're really now, you got to really start looking back out of 1 month to see where the chart is really trying to head. Because you look at 1 month, we're past that now. We finally made it past that, which was this level here, 407. That was a strong resistance. We're above that by $2. So now you want to look about 3 months out on the SPY and see where this chart is really headed. It looks like the next level would be that 412, 413 level. If the SPY is really trying to keep going up and keep this momentum, that would be an area of, you know, where it has to push even higher. I would even say 411 at first, of course, but right here I see a wicking candle at about 415. So lets me know right there is resistance. It's strong support right there. You got a bear ground right there. We're gonna say a bear ground, or we can call it a bear playground right here, up here in this area. So yeah, you got a bear ground or bear playground, however you want to put it, in that 417 area on the SPY. So we do know, like, you know, the SPY can keep trying to push up a little bit up here to 412 just to get rejected and come back and retest this 409 and see if it's really support. Or, you know, we might just see that just come straight down tomorrow in the pre-market, because there was a lot of data coming out over the weekend. It was something about the bullish momentum may continue too. We don't know here. We just trying to, like, we know it's a move coming for sure due to all the data over the weekend, but it was some news about the gas and all that stuff, the OPEC stuff, but I know it would relate to the SPY. But like I said, the SPY, it could get pinned right here at 409. This could be a top end of a retest, 407 as support, I think, and then it might try to make a retest on 409 if it gets rejected again. this thing is gonna come back down here like about 405. So just trying to just know the levels and know like, okay, if it's not pushing higher near bare ground resistance up here, that's 412, 4 through 417, 418, then we know then that's the top up here. This is your top. You just cancel all that out and just go ahead and start to know this is your top, and then okay, it's trying to make a picture here, like something like this. So we'll be start working to the downside, you know, maybe even possibly back to that level 396 400. But you know, as of right now, the Bulls got a lot of momentum, so it's gonna be hard to take that from them. It's gonna be hard to really take that from them. But you know, we'll look at it, you know, like I said, from the 1-day perspective, since the market is back open tomorrow. But that's just kind of pretty much what the SPY was doing, you know, gapping up, and that's where it led. This gap up led us to 409. So just knowing that we got all these gaps, like I said, you got levels to fill, you guys. That's one 405. It's a good short level here. Short level 43, 39, short level. You got about 3 levels if you can short. But not saying to do that instantly, because you want to see where momentum is leading, because this thing is still on the bull run here. So, you know, if it's going higher, then it's going higher. But if it's not looking like it's going higher, then that's when you want to start to think about these gaps right here for next week on the SPY, this upcoming week, tomorrow all the way to Thursday. You feel me? Just keep an eye out on that. But at the end of the day, from the 1-day perspective, man, I'm just honestly looking at the SPY. Let's see here from the 1-day chart. Let me look at my levels. Okay, so looks like they opened here. Okay, 4, 5, 4. All right, so they did that to the upside. The SPY is going to have to push to so you can see what I'm saying. To the upside, the SPY is going to have to push to about 411, 413, you guys. It's at 409 right now. 410 is a strong support / resistance. So if we get above 410, you know, that support, it could break to 411. To the downside, I'm looking at on the SPY, I'm looking at it to break back below 407. 407 don't hold. I'm just looking at 405 next. So 407 don't hold. Like I said, yeah, looking at 405 by 404 next, right? Somewhere in like that. Triple Qs. The triple Qs, you guys, same thing. Those levels, they all hit their targets, as you can see too. So if you check out the recaps, you know what I mean by the targets. They all hit their targets for sure. They had them opened here, 316, closed here, 321. So just looking now for the triple Qs, if they really want this momentum to continue, looking at it to break now above 324. If you can break above 324, then that's really bullish. And now we're really looking at the 328, 330 zone to the upside. To the downside on the triple Qs, if that's not going to happen, if this is your top, just looking to the downside for it to break back below 317. 317 doesn't hold. 313 next is in play. DIA, the Dow, they're on a bull run. It looks like the Dow's trying to retest its highs all time. So be cautious of that. That wicking candle right there. The Dow could be possibly trying to take over right there. 343, you see what I'm saying? So just be cautious of that move on the Dow. But, you know, levels to watch on the Dow for sure. The next level is trying to hit currently. The target the Bulls want here, they're trying to just get back up here to this topping point, as you can see right here. What's that? It looks like 335. So the Dow wants about 335. So if you see the Dow up about 335, that's still bullish, you guys. They're not done. And if you can push above that, it's going to really put the pressure on that 340 zone, you guys. So be on the lookout for the Dow trying to push that high to the downside. Bears really need this thing to come back down here to about 330. That's strong support right there. If it can come back to 330, next level I'm looking out for is about 327.70. So them are the levels I'm looking out for on the DIA, IWM. IWM. Right here at it. I just needed to get above 180. We get above 180, IWM, I'm looking at the next level, 182 to the downside on the IWM. Definitely just looking at it to, if this is your top, looking at it to come back down below 177 and 175 and 172 on the IWM. VIX. The VIX that gets the chicks. Volatility has been leaving the market, you guys, still going to the downside. And I told you that if that happens, the bulls will take over. And you've seen the market get real bullish on Friday. The VIX volatility, the speed of the market, it's everything. That's what controls the market. It's everything. Like I said, it's the speed of the market. You don't get no other explanation than that. It's the speed of the market. It controls everything. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. So it did hit a low at $18 and about 54 cents, but it did try to bounce back up there at about $18 and about 89 cents. So, but it's still down here at the bottom at its lows. We got to start looking down on the VIX now. Now we know things possibly could be getting very oversold on the VIX. Volatility might be about to spike here, you guys, because we're right there at that level of where things can consolidate and spike, as you see right here, and then you get your spike momentum. And then, you wouldn't want to see that happen. VIX at 30. Stocks will be down lower than you can pull your pants. So looking at that level and knowing that right there, that's all I'm saying. Just be on the level on the VIX watching right now. We're at a critical area where it's either oversold or maybe possibly it's about to make lower lows. Maybe we're not oversold yet. Maybe volatility really needs to spike down here at a 17 level. You never know. They might give up another dollar. It's possible, but these are levels to be looking out at on the VIX, you guys. Microsoft. Microsoft. They definitely broke 285. Way above it, closed at 288. So now 300 is definitely actionable now. In play. You got to be looking at 300 now on Microsoft, but I think now they got to get to about 290. You get above 290. Next level I'm looking for is 295, and then from there, Microsoft is going to make up his mind if it's going to 300 or 295 is your top, but you'll have to let them figure that out at that point. But that's to the upside if they're going to continue this bullish momentum. To the downside, if this is your top and none of that is in play, I'm just looking for it to break right back below the 285. And once 285, about 284 here, and maybe consolidation around 282 is what I'm looking at there on Microsoft. NVIDIA, the chip makers. Oh, game on. Enough tough talk about NVIDIA. LCAOD is in. We're keeping an eye out on them this week. We might join the action over there. Now, I see what's going on here in NVIDIA. They're just having a tremendous run from really 3 months out. They're 6 months out, kind of. But 3 months ago, they had earnings, and that's where all this action started here with NVIDIA. And they just been doing this right here. It's just a huge bull right here, right now in NVIDIA. Everybody's trying to short them and doubt them and say, oh, they don't deserve this. They don't need this, that, this, and the third. But, you know, at the end of the day, they have been straight nothing but bullish here. They're at 277 now. So this could be a top, you guys. But you don't want to be that guy that tries to call the top because they usually get shorted. So what you want to see to know that this thing is really a top is you're going to have to get a sign of the shoulder changing. You get what I'm saying? You don't see that yet. So you can't say this is a top yet. You see what I'm saying? Nobody can say that there's a top. No one can call a top yet. When you see how this is, this was a top because it started to create a shoulder. This was a top because it created a shoulder back. It looks just like this side looks. You see what I'm saying? We don't have that yet. We don't have that at all. Nowhere near close to even having that on NVIDIA. We don't even have it up here where it needs to be at least 258, like on the short end of it. So NVIDIA is not short at all. So right now everybody's just kind of buying. So to the upside on the video, I'm just looking forward to break above 280. NVIDIA above 280. 285's in play, you guys. To the upside. To the downside, this is your top. If this is your top, and this is your top, 277, and this is your top, and they don't even show signs of trying to get to 280, then that's when you start to look for it to break below 274. Once you get below 274, then you can say 272.50's back in play. And once that's in play, then you look at 271, 270. But you know, you gotta see 274 not hold for real. If that holds, then you gotta just wait a minute. Think about it before you do anything else. Netflix. 345, really high. Bull going crazy here at Netflix. Earnings April the 18th. That's on the way. It's coming up. And they're letting us know that. They're having a pre-earnings run-up, and they're still going. They've been doing this the past 5 days. Their low the past 5 days was 322. Keep that in mind. Their high was about 345, what you see now. So Netflix, now you got to start zooming out. 3 months, like I said. They all got targets now. And since they're showing straight bullish momentum here, the target for Netflix now, I'm just looking at, you know, to the upside, it needs to just get above 350. If Netflix can go to about 350, if you see a $3 to $5 break, I think you can see another $10, $15 to the upside on Netflix right before the earnings, and then you'll probably start to see consolidation. It looks like they might be trying to get back to the point where all this action took place of the selling, and you know, it's either, you know, they're above this one, so now they're here on this level. You know, it looks like they might be trying to get back possibly to here, and then right here they could sit right here at 363 until earnings, and then decide if they're gonna go to 373 or 378 again or above, maybe even back to 400 on Netflix. But that would be an earnings play, you guys. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Not too far from it. But that's to the upside, you know. That's to the upside. I'm looking for it really, like I said, tomorrow to just show continuation. Get to 350. Netflix get to 350. You're bullish. I'm looking at the next levels at about 352, 355. To the downside on Netflix, looking at 340 not to hold at all. 340 shouldn't hold. If it is going down tomorrow, then I'll be saying Netflix is coming back down at least to about 335. Moderna. So healthcare, health stocks. Moderna is just one of those names where, you know, like I said, that stuff, I don't really want to say it because some people be cautious about saying it, so I ain't going to say it, but we'll say the 19. We'll say the 19. You guys know what I'm talking about. They were like a top producer for that. You know, so they're kind of right here holding up. Like, I remember when all that stuff came out, it was kind of like in this area, right here when all that stuff was released, like really where it's at now. It kind of was like it's in that area again when all that stuff was released. But now we're like back here, and times are different. That was in 2020, 2021, and now we're in 2023, and we're right back where we were at with Moderna. It's looking like this thing might be topped out, you guys. Some people are saying that. Some people are saying that 19 stuff is no longer needed. People got enough of it. They can get it whenever from whoever now. And, you know, if that's the case, and I've been hearing a lot of people complaining about healthcare prices, health prices just being high in general, people paying a lot for their medicine and stuff like that. So if that is the case, Moderna might be really, really looking to pull back here, you guys. Maybe like back down to like $90, like for real. Maybe even $100 for sure. But it's just something to be thinking about, like here, because like I said, it looks like this was your top, and this would be your top for life. I don't think unless that stuff comes back around or anything bad like far as sickness comes back around into play for it, I think this might be done with. I think that was in a volcano. It erupted. And, you know, once it erupted, it's just like it's been, what, it melted. When it melts down on the side, right? It ain't nothing. You can just jump back up and go erupt through back. You get what I'm saying? Unless you can just build another whoop. But I don't think that'll happen. You know, pray that that wouldn't anyway. Nothing bad will happen as far as you getting sick, you know. But anyway, Moderna is just, like I said, it could go either way, man. It's just one of those things you got to look at closely. So the levels I'm looking at closely here, I'm just looking for this 153 to break to about 155. You break the 155, I'm looking at about 160 on Moderna, really to the upside if things are good. And, you know, they're doing more things. You never know. They could be doing more things other than just that stuff that was the recent news. But you get what I'm saying. To the downside, though, if this is your top, I'm just looking for a pullback below 150. If you can get back below 150, I'm looking at about 145 on Moderna. Next, last but not least, Tesla. Oh, Tesla. Oh, Tesla. So we got some key things to go over here with Tesla and this delivery number stuff, you guys. Then we're going to wrap it up. I may have went over time tonight, but it is the weekend, and, you know, it's Sunday night recap. You guys need to hear this. You know, it's going to be important for this short week we got during the market. It's been open Monday through Thursday this week, not Friday. The market will be closed on Friday due to Good Friday. Make sure you guys remember that. But Tesla, Elon Musk. Okay, let's go right here. Looking at the date right here and back in March. Looks like March 13th, Elon brought here, you guys. Apparently, Elon brought like 10,000 shares at this time. Since that time, you guys, Tesla has been bullish. Looking at all of this right here, they have been in a channel where they're just bullish right here. And, you know, right now, the delivery numbers just came out. They closed at 207 on Friday. So now you got to just raise awareness and question to what's their targets? What is their targets? They're in a target bubble now. They're trying to do, Tesla's really trying to get something accomplished here. They're in a target bubble. They just rallied all last week. On Friday, they really took it up. They got delivery numbers released on Sunday afternoon. What's their target? What are they trying to do? What are they trying to tell us? It looks like you got a target bubble between 220 and 195. So between 220 and 195 is going to be very key to where this thing you might see a gap towards in the morning by pre-market. And then from that point, it's going to be pressure where, you know, it's either going to, if it goes up, it's going to keep going, or is it going to be a top and come down? Or if it goes down, is it going to keep going down, or is it going to bounce and go straight back up? So they're in the target bubble. You just got to know that's going to happen with all this delivery news going on, circulating it. And, you know, like I said, Elon did buy, and there hasn't been any signal that he sold. So just keep that in mind. Elon brought around here, like I said, since then it's been bullish. So he kind of caught his own bottom right there on his own company, CEO right there. But I mean, at the end of the day, you guys, like I said, the delivery numbers is going to give you a settled direction. And then from there, I think the investors will just kind of put things where they want it to be, or, you know, call things where they need it to be from that point. But Tesla is a strong stock, man, especially when people really like to prove a point. The bulls, the Tesla bulls are insane. Tesla bears are, you know, they're insane too. But, you know, when you got them all bullish on Tesla, they tend to move really, really fast to the upside. And as you've been seeing here, I'm sure. But we're kind of at the lows when you look at the all-time and the 5 years out. We're nowhere near the all-time highs up here at 400 and what's that, 375, and not even 323. So it could be time for a push up back here to 300. It could be time for a push back to 262. You know, if the delivery numbers can really show that much strength, it could be time for a pushback to 239. These are tops you got to start thinking about looking out for, because that was a strong bottom right there about last year, towards the end of the year, coming into this year. That was a strong bottom. It had it's been holding this $100, 100-point move for about 6 months now, 6-7 months. So I don't know. Like I said, it could be time for a push to the upside, especially with these delivery numbers. They do got earnings coming up. They do got earnings coming up. This right here says they got earnings coming up. April. Hold on, let me see. Because this is not an earnings play, is it? Did they make this an earnings play? I'm confused. So you guys, I don't know what this chart is trying to tell me. Because as you can see, as I'm seeing, you guys, y'all see that, right? What they say? Earnings and revenue. Date Friday, March 31st. So they reported their earnings on Friday? So this was an earnings play? So yeah, you guys, this is going to be a wild week. Keep Tesla on your eye. The earnings list, the earnings chart I showed you guys earlier, you would have saw them there if I would have known, or you would have saw them on the chart from last week if I would have known. They would have been on the chart with Lulu and all that. So I don't understand if they had earnings on Friday and that's an earnings move. Is not. But I do know for a fact that they had delivery numbers come out. That's not the same thing as earnings. So I don't know if they pushed their earnings up on Friday and then did the delivery numbers on Sunday. I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow at the opening. We're gonna see. But I thought they had earnings coming up in April. It looks like now the date is saying July 24th. So it's a lot of confusion going on with Tesla right now. I would just wait till the days go by and let things digest. Information will get clear. I don't know personally right now if that was an earnings move on Friday or they got earnings in the morning. Because as you can see right here, it definitely has an E and it says earnings and it says their next date is July 24th. So if they're trying to sneak Tesla's earnings in the morning, you guys expect a huge move in the morning for real if that's the case. But I don't know which direction, but we'll see in pre-market, I guess. And we'll see if they had actual earnings on Friday or on Monday morning. We're about to find out on that Tesla. But the levels to be looking out for here, regularly, I'm just looking at Tesla to hold 207. If Tesla can hold 207, I'm looking for it to break above 210. And if it can break the 210, I'm looking for it to get to 212, 214, possibly 217. 220 is a target for real that they want to do, though. That target level of 220, I'm really looking for. If things are looking good at Tesla and looking positive, I'm looking forward to hit about 220, you guys, 219. To the downside, though, if this is the top here, I'm looking for honestly just Tesla to lose 200. 200 doesn't hold, then I'm looking at about 197. And if 197 is not holding, then look out for 194, you guys, on Tesla. So huge day tomorrow on Tesla. We're going to find out what's going on. But that's it with LCAOD. That's the recap. That's what we're looking at this week. That's what we're going to be looking at all week. We got to keep an eye out on Bitcoin. They're down right now about $500. Oh, holy moly. Ethereum is down right now. Gold is down right now. Silver is down right now. Oil is up right now about 5%. U.S. oil is up 5%. So it's a lot of stuff going on right now currently that we're going to find out in the morning when the market opens what's going to really happen and take place, you guys. So you guys stay ready. Stay motivated. Let's see right now what the pre-market futures are saying. NASDAQ 100 futures slip ahead of first trading day of the second quarter. So the markets are mixed, and they're saying the NASDAQ 100 futures slip ahead of first trading day of the second quarter already. It's only right now, currently 11:14 p.m. Sunday night. So you guys stay cautious. It looks like we're having a mixed market here early. We're going to see what happens in the pre-market all the way up until the market opening, you guys. But that's it right there. We'll be back tomorrow with another recap. And yeah, you guys stay ready, man. Like I said, stay motivated. Stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. Stay cautious out there. And remember, it's a short week, so you don't got to force it. Just let it come to you. Let the action come to you. Let the plays come to you. If it's not coming to you and it's not clicking, relax. Take it easy. Move on about your day. Come back another time when it starts clicking. That's all it is, baby. That's all it's about. This was the recap with LCAOD. I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.